So here we go. Now, Huw Edwards was in court this morning on 3 counts of making indecent images of children, including the worst type, category A. He's pleaded guilty. Now, this relates to 377 images of children, and making images includes downloading. So it means that he has actively gone to download or to receive. That's what making images means. Now, the BBC have actually put out a statement and saying they're in shock. So before we read on, I just want to say that last year when I brought this story to you, I had a lot of people, not loads, but some, who were defending him, who were saying that it was homophobic to point out this. And the Sun, who broke the story, were under fire a lot for this. And they eventually, they went down the mental health route, Huw did. And eventually the Sun paper backed off and said, okay, we'll stop talking about it. But we have got lots on him. Now, well done to the Sun newspaper, because they didn't stand down. They continued their investigation. They just didn't do it in public. Without them, I don't think this would have ever come to light. So anyway, let's have a look. So he's been in court today. He's pleaded guilty to making indecent images of children. The 62-year-old was sent hundreds of images, including 7 of the most serious type and 1 of a child aged between 7 and 9. This is one sick man. And shame on you who defended him and called me homophobic. It's not homophobic to point out when somebody is doing things to children. And the fact that he's pleaded guilty has vindicated myself, the Sun newspaper, and several others that called this out at the time. So we've got the key events of today. So he was seen in court this morning and he was nervously fidgeting, and so he should. He was given a jail warning. I'm guessing he thinks because he's pleaded guilty, he'll try and get off. Because he knows if he goes to trial, he's got no defence. Goes on. Huw Edwards was sent an indecent image of a child between 7 and 9. Photographer's camera smashed to pieces in chaos when he arrived this morning. And he speaks to the court. So let's read on. Huw Edwards has pleaded guilty at Westminster Magistrates Court to 3 counts of making indecent images of children. The disgraced former BBC broadcaster's appearance today is the first time he has been seen in public since July the 5th, 2023, when he stepped down from his role on the news at 10. The BBC have issued a statement this evening regarding Edwards' plea following his court appearance. There were chaotic scenes outside the court as photographers scrambled to get pictures of the former newsreader. Once regarded as one of the most trusted faces of the BBC, one photographer's camera was smashed to pieces in the scrum. Inside, Edwards was described as emotionless as he pleaded guilty to all charges against him. Edwards admitted making indecent images of children between December 2020 and August 2021. The court heard that 2 of the moving images, so that's videos, showed a child believed to be aged between 7 and 9 years old, so he's been sent videos. 7 of the 41 images that were shared on WhatsApp were under category A, the most serious classification. Further 12 Cat B and 19 have been grouped as Cat C. Edwards could now face jail with a sentence up to 12 years in prison after pleading guilty to all the charges made against him. The BBC has issued a statement expressing their shock, at the details which emerged from court today. In a statement, they said, "There can be no place for such abhorrent behaviour, and our thoughts are with all of those affected." The BBC stressed that Edwards would have been sacked had he been charged over accessing the indecent images while still working for the corporation, adding that it was shocked at his abhorrent behaviour. Edwards officially resigned for the BBC after 40 years in April this year. Over the years, he fronted some of the station's most important events, including announcing the Queen's death. He was previously the BBC's highest paid earner, with a pay bracket of £475,000, and he actually got an increase up till April this year to £479,999,000 for just presenting for 160 days. It's just sickening. And the BBC saying they're shocked. This is the same BBC that had Rolf Harris working there, Jimmy Savile working there, and it's the same BBC as when the mother of the lad who was exchanging photos with Huw Edwards went to the BBC were ignored. Remember, she came out last year and said that she was just brushed off. It's only down to journalists at the Sun newspaper that have not let this go. He was pretending to be a straight married male whilst into young lads. I find that very disturbing, and it is not doing any, it's not helping the gay community. They don't want this sort of publicity because these dirty old men that are married to women are just, they really are dragging that community down. And I find it so wrong. And many of my gay friends have all said they find this sickening. And what happens is it then gives them a reputation because they're associated with this sort of behaviour. When actually, majority of gay men, they're not like this. It seems to be, there seems to be a bit of a pattern emerging, like with Philip Schofield as well, where they are married with children. They're married to a female with children, and they're like using it as a front, especially these men in power. And I just find it absolutely sickening. It turns my stomach. I really, really hope now that more people will come forward about Philip Schofield. He got off so lightly, and because he got off so lightly, when these revelations came out about Huw Edwards, it actually made people say, well, you've just gone for that one and now you're going for this one, and you're just being homophobic. That is all I heard when I was reporting on this last year. So will we get an apology for those people? I doubt it very much. Even yesterday, we had somebody under one of my videos saying that it was wrong to say that he was a paedophile because Huw Edwards was only exchanging videos and photos with a 17-year-old. Now, in the eyes of the law, he's a minor. Still people coming on my channel and defending this man. He has today admitted to moving images, footage of a child in the worst type, 7 to 9 years old. Are those same people still going to come on to my channel and defend this beast? He's pleaded guilty. I think if you want to go and support Huw Edwards, I draw a line now. Don't any more comments supporting him will just be deleted. I don't really want people like that around me. I'm sorry. There's no more allegedly. There's no more, oh, he might be innocent. Oh, there's no more, oh, you're being homophobic. No, he has pleaded guilty to this. And it isn't just a 17-year-old, which is bad enough. I'm sick to death of hearing it's just 17. No, he's still a child in the eyes of the law. But 7 to 9-year-olds? Anyway, I'm going to bring you more on this. This is breaking news today. He's pleaded guilty. There's lots more to cover, so there'll be more videos coming out. I might do a live stream. We'll see. But for now, Huw Edwards has pleaded guilty in court today to 377 images, some of the worst type, involving a child 7 to 9 years old. Vile. Just vile. Anyway, take care and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.